Hello YouTube, this is Morgan Airspeed Prime here at my next Korra / Avatar news update video. I have two pieces of news to talk about, and yeah, let me get straight into them. First up, bit of comic news. We have our first review of The Search Part 3 out. Link to that is going to be in the description. But I'm not. There's a few spoilers in it, but for the most part, the person writing the review stays away from the big questions like what exactly happened to Ursa's mom and who is Zuko's father. But he confirms a few things, I suppose, about the format of the book, and that we actually get most of the big reveals about a third of the way through the book, which surprised me when I read this review. And he says that I think it's he that writes the review, but said that there's a lot of stuff that happens afterwards that at least he didn't predict happening with regards to like the Zula and Zuko's reaction to the reveals, and he said there's some form of tragic ending for some character, and a lot of stuff happens, I think. So I pretty much just wanted to put that in as news here, just because I think everyone kind of predicted that they'd keep at least the Ursa reveal until the very end, like have pretty much last few page reveal of that. So it is a bit of a shock to find out that it's actually happening super early on in the book. And I'm actually really excited to see this, that they're they're not making this search series based around like one or two reveals, that they're actually putting the story ahead of these big reveals, and that they're having it just a few pages in and continuing with the story after that for more character stuff. So really happy actually about that, because I think this part 3 could have been kind of flawed if it had focused too heavily on just a ton of reveals. So that's good. Second piece of news is arguably more interesting. Once again, this is from Nick and Moore. There's going to be a link to the news post I put up on the side about this in the description. But Nick and Moore are a reliable source for Korra and Nickelodeon TV show news. But with the last two pieces of Korra news, they haven't sourced their info. Now they're saying to basically trust them because they're reliable and they can't give away their source. So it's kind of up in the air. So I take this as like basically true, but don't rely on this kind of being 100% true. What they're saying is that Korra on Friday the 13th, September 13th, is going to premiere with episode 1 and also episode 2. So Rebel Spirit and also the Southern Lights, which again is not confirmed as the episode title they're saying it is, which it more than likely is. So that's interesting. It definitely to me makes sense to make a huge deal about Korra's return, that they have the first two episodes to open things up, because having seen episode 1 and watched the leaks, I think to really get people into the series, they kind of do need episode 2, because the episode 1 seems to be very introductory and stuff like that. But yeah, I'd say it probably is going to happen. That is probably what's happening. It probably is true. But again, it's never that cool when you see news being reported by a source and saying just trust this, anonymous source. So yeah, I'm excited if they do that. I think that's a really good idea to really get people invested in book 2, and then they're saying that it's going to revert to single episodes the week afterwards, so September 20th. So that's all the news I wanted to talk about. Thanks for watching, and bye.